I just wanted someone to slap this man, merely because his son took a breath. He groundlessly accused the boy of being lazy, brutally kicking the child into the water. Watching the boy struggle, about to die from suffocation, the man didn't care at all, and spitefully spat on him. Even the nearby uncle couldn't stand it, picked up a fishing net and pulled the boy out, carefully wiping the child's body, then mocked the uncle for trying to play the hero, cursing that he'd never have a son. Soon the man would lose his smugness. That day, the police discovered the missing child's poster looked incredibly similar to the boy. The man panicked. To maintain his control, mercilessly struck the boy's head with a stick. Pretending to be simple-minded, he explained to the police his child was deaf and mute. How could he be a kidnapped kid? Afraid the police wouldn't believe him, he punched the boy's ear. The boy remained motionless, as if he'd long been used to this. The kind-hearted officer wasn't giving up. He drew bangs on the boy's forehead, then suddenly noticed the body's features, quickly lifting the boy's shirt. Sure enough, there was a burn scar. The officer was certain this was the kidnapped child. To verify his suspicion, at the dinner table, he subtly asked about the boy's background. However, the villagers deliberately said nothing. The police chief sensed the odd atmosphere, and told his subordinates to drop the subject. The fake mother saw this, without hesitation, slapped the boy, then dragged him by the hand, took him somewhere unknown. Until evening, they found the boy in a container, chained up, looking terrified. After rescuing the boy, the officer became more convinced he was trafficked, but the police chief advised him to mind his own business. Didn't even glance at the missing person poster before throwing it away. Handed a stack of cash to his subordinate at the door, trying to buy the officer's silence. The officer, who had just confidently promised to help the boy, hesitated for just a second before taking the money. In the face of profit, human nature was revealed in its most naked form. Then he firmly locked the door, and left without looking back. They never imagined. The next day, a woman would arrive, constantly handing out flyers. She was the boy's biological mother, had been searching for her son for 6 years, coincidentally finding this place. Soon she noticed something strange about the village. A farmer's house completely covered with wire mesh. When the woman looked inside, a menacing man suddenly appeared. Immediately, suspicious villagers rushed over, telling her this was private property, and to leave quickly. The woman didn't give up, sneaking into the container late at night. What she saw made her eyes go wide. On the ground was her son's missing person poster. Different this time. Someone had drawn bangs on it. Then she noticed, though the bed was empty, the walls were covered with children's clothes. She trembled with excitement, searching for 6 years, finally saw a tiny clue. Suddenly the homeowner walked in, demanding to know what she was doing. Soon the police chief followed, facing the woman's questions. Not only did he not answer directly, but turned around to frame her, saying she was trespassing. Over these years, she'd seen too much human evil. Knowing this standoff was pointless, she decided to leave, preparing to report to the police. The next day she came to say goodbye. Hearing she was leaving, the villagers all breathed a sigh of relief, showing friendly smiles. The woman became more certain her son was hidden here. To further verify her suspicion, before leaving, she asked another boy if she could hug him. The boy looked fearfully at his mother, only approaching after getting permission, quietly telling the boy to be good to his mother. The boy responded that the woman was not his mother. Hearing this, the woman was shocked. She suddenly realized the children in this village might all have been trafficked. What surprised her even more was yet to come. The police chief drove up, got out and told her, "I received your police report yesterday. It's nothing. Don't make a big deal." It turned out the local police and villagers were already colluding, weaving a massive web of mutual benefit. After all, she was just a woman. No matter what, she couldn't possibly disrupt their operation. Now let's see how she'll turn things around.